want to thank everybody for being here tonight. My name is Ramya Hozak. I'm the Director of Development and Strategic Partnerships at the Kidney Foundation of Canada, BC and Yukon branch. We joined the American Society of Transplantation 2 years ago as a strategic partner on the Living Donor Circle of Excellence program to bring this initiative to employers across BC and Canada. A huge thank you to this committee who has worked very hard over the past few months. And thank you to the Paradox Hotel for hosting us here in the Mansion Lounge. I'd like to invite a very inspiring person in the room to me tonight to join us and give a traditional welcome and territorial acknowledgement to start us off on the right note.
Tanoya, Tanoan Siaman Siaya, Mechen Quishaman, Mersnahini, Quiansna, Skohopmesh, Ochmelch, a Niska, Ochmelch, Onrox, and Squallow and Teats. For myself, I've had 2 kidney transplants by the amazing team at St. Paul's, and my mother donated her kidney, and having sick leave was extremely important. So thank you for doing your best to make this happen.
The Living Donor COE, it's an employer recognition program that celebrates and promotes organizations who have established an HR policy to support the wages of an employee during their recovery period should they wish to be a living donor, separate from banked sick time or vacation time policies.
Living donors are heroes, and none of them ask to financially benefit from their gift, but they also shouldn't be out of pocket. That to me is a fundamental principle. But heroes sometimes need help, and this is to celebrate all of the corporate leaders and employer leaders, whether they be in the private sector or the public sector, who are standing up and enabling people to give the gift of life by removing the financial disincentive that comes with what are you going to do when you're convalescing after your living donor surgery and there's no paycheck.
I am a 2-time living donor, and in 2013 I donated my kidney. At that time, to have taken 4 to 6 weeks off work and not have any financial support would have been absolutely prohibitive. I don't know that I would have been able to do it. Circle of Excellence didn't exist. I was extremely fortunate in that I had a really understanding employer who felt like I was doing a good thing and said that they would cover my wages, and so I was able to go ahead and have that surgery. You know, this initiative is just gaining traction. I think the words of Dr. Gill are very true. You're already going through a pretty major sacrifice with your health and taking some risks, and being out of pocket as well is a large ask of donors. So I just love seeing the momentum that this initiative has.
If one of your employees was in crisis and came to you and told them a story, you would say, how can I help? What can I do? And it's the natural reaction to anything. So what we're asking you to do as employers, do that in advance. Sign up the pledge.
So I'm Harry Brownlow, and I'm a living kidney donor. Because my wife, her 2 sisters, and my nephew all have kidney disease. All 4 have had their lives changed by the generosity and kindness and compassion of living kidney donors. When Ramya formed the Circle of Excellence Committee, I thought I could help with raising awareness of living organ donation with a few organizations, and all of us on the committee took up the challenge.
Harry reached out to me about the Living Donor Circle of Excellence, and I was keen to learn more. We decided to make this a notice of motion, so by getting that on the council agenda, meant that it went into the public record, it meant that council had a discussion about it around the table, and it meant that it got in the newspaper and hopefully starts to propagate the North Shore takeover and maybe some other municipalities as well. And we are super proud to be the first municipality in BC to move this forward.
Right now, there are over 200 companies in Canada and the United States who are members of the Circle. That means there's about 3.5 million people, employed persons, who are covered by the Circle, and we know that over 175 donors have had their salary supported because of the Circle of Excellence. And so that's a huge thing. It's like the shampoo commercial, tell 2 friends, and bring them into the Circle.
And so on, and so on,
and so on. Right.